by 5.5. So I want to keep this probably closer to the 5-inch width. And let me see. Oh, that's like 4.5. So that's just, no, that's just about 5. So that's perfect. So let me just show you what I did with that. It's pretty easy, and then we'll decorate it up. So yeah, this is a kind of a nice casual session. I can feel coolness in the air. Don't get too excited. I know, Pam. It's been a blistering hot July and August here in Florida, and it is now finally cooling off a bit. Woohoo! I mean, I'll take a degree. We went from blistering to semi-searing, and that's a big improvement over here. So if you end up with these, if you use the book covers of old books to make your junk journals, then you're going to probably end up with a bunch of book guts, as I call them. And that's a beautiful resource for beautiful paper that you can turn into a million things. I have a playlist called Using Up Book Pages, and there's a lot of videos in there about what you can do with these babies. But let's create some new ones and maybe revisit some older ideas. So just starting off, I thought, well, I might as well just turn the camera on. Let me back up just a smidge so you can see a little bit better. But the only thing I did here was I folded up and then I folded down, and that gave me a little bit of a thicker edge or a lip here to handle the, you know, when somebody's digging in there when they want their goodies. Okay, and then I took, I thought I'd make it maybe look more like an envelope a little bit, but first, this is a great time to ink it. So I'm going to use gathered twigs today. You can use any color. You can also use makeup or shoe polish, whatever you have. Whoop, wrong jobber. Here's the brown one. Okay, and I'm just going to enhance this before I glue it. It just makes it a little easier in the process. So I'm not going to do those side decks. I'm going to change them a little bit. And there's just so many fun things that you can do with simple bits of paper. And I've got a mountain, I kid you not, a mountain of scraps and a mountain of these book pages. Okay, so yes, I do need to tell you, good news. If it has not sold yet, I did put a new junk journal for sale in my Etsy shop, and it is accompanied by that box that I made the other day. And I did go ahead and tweak the box a little bit. I gave it feet and I decorated it a little bit more. And so the journal actually lives inside the box. That's its presentation. And the box has feet. I made them out of vintage poker chips, stacked a bunch together and gave it little feet. It looks cute. And so that's available in my Etsy shop if it has not sold yet. As part of my commitment to making things for you guys this fall. And also, if you don't know, having an amazing sale on DigiKits right now. They're 50% off. That's the granddaddy of them all. So if you're interested in the JPEG downloadable images that you can print out at home, or you can take your phone or your tablet, which has the downloaded folders on it, to Office Depot or Kinko's or FedEx, one of those types of stores, and they can download them and, they can print them for you for a small fee. So there you go. So check those out. So I think you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And that's pretty easy concept there, right? Nothing too rocket scientist about it here, but we're just laying low and having fun with the paper. So I want to make this look somewhat like an envelope. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold these little guys back like this. And this is, I mean, it's not really an envelope. I mean, it could be kind of an envelope, but I'm making it just look like one. So when I think I'd probably glue this to a page. You could also clip it to a page if you wanted, but I thought this one might be fun to glue. Okay. And there is a trick to getting those exactly the same. So if you take this and you fold it this way, and then you fold down in one direction, then you open it up, and these little dog ears should be the same size, and then you just massage them back into place. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to come along and just ink up these little edges, giving a little more definedness to it. Definedness. There we go. Got to have your definedness. And this way I can tuck little things in here. And I think I might just hue this down a little bit. So this is going to be using basic things like inks and rubber stamps and just book pages to really just sort of have some fun. One thing you can do, okay, so let's just keep this super basic. So here we are with this. And now you could just simply come along with some stamps. And maybe here's a pretty stamp. Black is always a great color to work with, but you could certainly use any color. So I'm going to try and make it look like this flower is coming out of this. Okay, there, that was kind of cool, right? Yeah, maybe I'll do it again. It looks so darn cool, I want to do it again. And if I don't like it, it's only a sheet of paper. It's only one book page, for God's sakes. Go wild. Yes, have some fun with it. I didn't glue this down. Notice they were popping up on me. So, and any old glue stick will work here. But there you go. And now, okay, I'm just getting a fun little idea here. What are you, Mr. Sharpie? Let's see if you work. You are an ultra fine point Sharpie. Well, you never know with my clip. Of course, they have to drop it on your artwork. That would, you know, be in true Paper Outpost style. If you want it, oh, you're way too far away. Come closer. Okay, better. Too close? Too personal. Up and personal. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I thought a simple way to emphasize this particular design is just to maybe give this a little bit of a border, a hand-drawn border. So you don't always need fancy supplies. I mean, fancy tools. It's great if you have them, but if you don't have them, it's okay. You can keep crafting with what you have. Remember, never let lack of a craft supply stop you. That's right. We just craft on. And I'm going to take it down to here. Sure, why not? And then maybe I'll give this somewhat of a, I don't know, like I almost want to give it like a belt or something across here. So I'm going to, this is all hand-drawn, of course. This is a very rudimentary belt. But it doesn't take much to jazz up a book page to whatever you want. I mean, it's really quite easy. Maybe I'll do something like that. I'll do something like that. There. And that's just very simple and pretty. And it will look adorable when I tuck something inside of it. Let's see. Anything here in the zone that we could tuck in it for demonstration purposes? How about this? First thing I could find. It's just a pretty little piece of decorative scrap paper, of which I have a lot of. Did I mention that? And you can just tuck that in there, or you could put a photograph, or you could put, I have photographs. I do. I love to collect black and white photos. I just think they're so cool. Like, oh, the stories they could tell. Look at these two. Aren't they cute? Little adorable pictures. So you could put this in here instead. Something like that. It'd be a great thing to put into your junk journal. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, well, that's the same concept. So we'll do something different. All right, let's grab from our giant stack of paper. You like how I leave everything open and not capped? Yeah, that's called, oops, you got to put the right glue cap on the right glue stick. There we go. There we go. All right, back at it. Okay, now cap that. Okay. Okay, and now if things dry out, you want to have the right solvent. So for most inks, it's going to be water, most inks. And for some weird little entities like this, it's probably going to be acetone or alcohol, because they're little weird things. So it's usually water or not water. Yeah, that's clear as mud. And sometimes you don't know until you try. And some of those stays-on inks and stuff like that, they're great, but I'm not going swimming with these books, you know what I mean? So is it really, worth the effort of and the expense and stuff? It's hard to get off. If you get it on your desk, you get it on your hands or something like that. So it's a little tougher to get off. So let's build something on here. There, I have those little tiny ants. I've been trying to get rid of them, but they left me for some. And I don't eat here. I don't. They just come in because it rains a lot. Okay, so I think I might build maybe a little frame for this. Okay, let's try to take another book. Oh wait, I've got some scraps here. Look at this weird chunk of something. I didn't tear very well, so now I have this. So maybe I'm just going to use this to layer. I've got a lot of pieces here. Maybe I can cut these apart. That might be better. I know you're saying, oh my God, she's really going to use that pile of nothing. Yeah, it's a pile of nothing, but it has possibilities. That's the exciting part out about it. Okay, so, well, oh, totally dry. Probably need a little squirt of water. Can you see that? Are we on camera? This is gathered twigs. Let me back up a little bit for you again. So I'm just going to ink these to make them look different from the background. And maybe we're going to try a little layer design. Maybe we're not even sure what we're going to do with this yet, but it might become something on another day. So this is just one of those days I felt like curling up with the paper, hanging out with you guys, chatting, having some fun, having some laughs, and just be all snuggly. Yeah, it's like one of those days. That's what crafting is great for. You just want to kind of zen out and have a good time. So here we are, zenning and having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having. I love hanging out with you guys. You know, it's kind of funny because we sort of interact and connect with each other, watch each other, comment on each other's videos, or just watch and never say a word, but it's still, we do it together, which is kind of cool. So I'm just randomly just inking away this very lightly. Could do multicolors. There's really no, that's maybe what I should do, is do some background hewing. Let's do some background hewing. I see covered in rags, missing teeth, desk masks, stretch it over the one. My goodness, I don't even know what this is on here. Now the good thing about, I think this is all going to come off after. That's my hope. Because I don't have anything underneath me because I didn't want to get my new little blue craft mat all dirty. Okay, I'm just coming here and laying down some color. Just darkening this background a little bit. See how instantly it just looks dark right away? Which is kind of cool. Doesn't take long to transform things once you get going. And I like to add different colors of background stuff because it just looks cool. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I'm going to do anything with these. I probably will, but sometimes we go off in different directions here because we're crafting. That's what happens. We follow our imagination. If we feel like doing it, we do it. So we do it. So, okay, so I'm just going to blend in some blue, which will probably get all mixed up with stuff, but I think it's just going to look so cool. Isn't that cool? It looks just totally cool already. I know, it's just like so cool. It's amazing how much fun you can have with just one piece of paper. Sometimes we have too much stuff all, you know, it's overwhelmed. And it's helpful to sometimes just step back and just take a few supplies, real basic supplies, and just play with them. Yeah. Okay, so we layered in. This is broken china. See how calm I am today. My voice is so calm. Am I not calm? Let's put in maybe some, if I can find my green dauber. No. You know, the dauber box is right here, and this is where I store everything, and now I'm looking for the green dauber, and it is nowhere to be found. And oh, what's that over there? Oh, the green dauber, because I already pulled it out. That's what happened. Okay. Now I'm going to get my green. This is peeled paint. Oh, this is the sad state of affairs of a well-loved, well-used dauber. Okay, we don't know how far this is going to go, but we're going to get our money's worth out of that sponge. That's right. That's right. Okay. A little green. You can't do this wrong other than when your dauber falls apart. That, you know, you might have to get a new. Let's just test and see if this is really going to come off. I'm pretty sure it is. These inks are generally water soluble, so I'm going to just grab my baby wipe and see how far we get here. Now, if it all comes off, I can just breathe these. Oh, yeah, it all came off, and everything is good. Okay, yeah. 99% of it came off. There we go. I'm fine. I can relax now. Okay, not that I wasn't relaxed to begin with. Just feeling very zen today. I think I need a little, like, pink or red or something. How about some of this good old friend worn lipstick? Yeah, there's a good old friend. That's how to take out your entire craft table in one shot. There's some pink. This one I must have just made that. Oh yeah, that picks it up well. All right. And you can do it hard. You can do it light. Well, it's hard to butcher these. I mean, you just keep going and it just keeps developing. I think it needs some black. I know. But we're slipping into fall. It's officially September, and that feels fallish to me. I know we're not there yet, but it sure feels like it. And I've got two. I've got this for my black, and then I've got this. Oh, I've got a third one too. Where'd that one go? Oh, I must have completely changed it. Maybe this is the new black one. Well, we only need one. Let's try this one. Okay. Let's wet it up a bit so we get some action on it. Rub-a-dub-dub. And there we go. Maybe just like around the edges, a little darker. Okay. Oh. Darken it, knock it down a little bit. I just feel like it's a little bright. I want a little more mysterious fall time colors. Yeah. And I think what I'd like to do is, oh, that's pretty. Look at that stamp. I haven't used you in a long time. Sorry. Completely forgot you even existed. Okay, let's give you a try. Although this is a very pretty stamp. That might look pretty on this page. Yeah, sorry, you're out. You're in. I don't think I've ever used you. There's like some kind of oil on it. Do people oil their stamps? Is that a thing? Like to keep the rubber like flexible? Well, this person definitely took care of their stamp better than I've been taking care of mine. Okay, so let's just try this. This seems like the easiest way to do this. That ink on there. Like it's that oily stuff. I think it's just gonna make the ink not stay. Oh, well, let's just see. Let me get my little... I found... Oh, you'd be so proud of me. This is big news. I cleaned out a big chunk of my craft room. Yeah, I have this. I have some photos. I'm going to put them up probably in the community tab so you can see. But I have this... I want to call it like a slotted cubby thing. And it was... Let's just say it was utter mayhem. And it needed to happen. And I started taking everything out, and it became a thing that I wanted to take everything out. And then it became more of a thing when I realized I was shopping at home because I was finding all this great stuff I totally forgot about that I had. It got jammed in there and shoved in there, and nobody was going to ever see it again. I was like, oh my gosh, there's this and that and this and that. Okay, let's try and get this organized. Okay, these are, it looks like a willow coming from the top down. Oh, that was lackluster. I wonder if I'm supposed to take that slippery stuff off there. Oh, wait. Let's try with my baby wipe. Yeah. Never let lack of a craft supply stop you, or an oily rubber stamp stop you. There we go. Let's try that. That's kind of wet. That might receive the ink better. Oh, well, yeah. Look at that. Well, that certainly works better. Let's see if we get a better imprint now. Okay. Yeah, not much different. How about that? Well, maybe that's why we're not so excited about you, because you are lackluster. Anybody have ideas about that? What went wrong? I can see cracks in the rubber. Well, you know, if your whole thing is, that's okay. So I have this, and it's not that amazing. So I'm going to amplify the amazing. Yes, let's see. I think I want something simple. Maybe this. This is very simple. I don't think this one lets me down. I think it's good. I'm going to take that thing out. Maybe I needed nothing under it. Okay, let's put you here. Over oozing source. It's a little lackluster too. All right, well, let's try you on this spongy thing, which usually works great. Yeah, see, it works better than on the table for some reason. I think because you press beyond itself. Okay. Let me just stick some of these on here. Oh, where are you going? Oh, I went to turn that around. Okay. This is, you know, and you think, like, you know, what is this? Nobody really knows until you're done. Sometimes when you're done, you're not even sure what you made, but you got something pretty. And to me, this could be a pretty little envelope for maybe a hand created card, something like that. That would be fun. So if I were going to make a little, boy, this is all like scary stuff on here. Of stocks, just an old-fashioned word for guillotine. Oh boy. Okay, so a very simple envelope for a small card might work as something as simple. I mean, this is the world's simplest envelope, right? There. Now we have a very simple envelope, but it's ours. That's right. And so I'm going to just close it up. It's easiest if you glue it on this side and on this side. And if you want to get all fancy pants, because remember that's going to show, you can, this one strip will show, so you could put some ink on it. If you need some ink on it, nothing. Oh, I'm on the black. I thought I was in the brown. Now I put black on the brown dauber. That's what goes sometimes. Okay, it's all right though. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. All right. Going up like that. That's really pretty. I really like that. You could fold that down too if you wanted. Oops. Nice if I did it straight. Gives a little crisp edge there, and then maybe, just maybe, that's black, Pam. Get the brown. Okay. Gather twigs. The edge here. Maybe this little edge. Just to amplify it up a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that down. Not very different from that other concept, but this one is actually an envelope that you could use for gift giving, or, you know, I think these things might survive in the mail. Maybe you'd have to go with 2 pages glued together to give it enough strength, because the big concern is, would it get jammed in the, you know, post office's machinery? And you never know until you mail it. So you could do a test mail and mail one to yourself and then see if it works. And if it does, great, then you mail them out. If not, and it comes back all, you know, weather beaten, then you know that didn't work. That's what, yeah, okay. So how about this one? This is kind of cute. Maybe we, no, you know what? I think I'm going to pull out that lovely little pen, and we're just going to do something very simple. Come here, closer. Whoa, look how close we are. We're just going to do some dots. Yeah, okay. So if you don't have a lot of supplies, it's like having good old crayons, you know? You just need some basic concept ideas. You can do a lot of the decorating just with what you have around. If you have the other stuff, use it up. Don't hang on to your pretties. Oh, I am notorious for that. And that's when I made those kits for you guys. I really had to have a talk with myself and say, Pam, you let the pretties go. You don't cherry pick and try and keep all the good stuff for yourself. You put it in the kits and let them have fun. So if you're looking for something that is fun to play with, whether you're brand new to junk journal making or you just want some inspiration, there's some really cool items in these kits. They're quite varied, and so they'll be coming out very soon. But right now, we have the, hopefully, I'll have to check on the journal and see if it's sold yet. Okay. So that's going to close like that. See that? It's kind of cute. I can actually move that up a little bit. So that'll show. That would be nice, right? And then we want to jazz that up just a little bit more. What else have I got around here? That's all sorts of stuff. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to get some thread. Oh, that's pretty. Will this go on there? I don't know. I never thought about anything like so. It's like weepy willow lace kind of pretty stuff. Now, when you buy lace like this, the kind of neat thing about it is you could use one piece, or you could get like a million little pieces out of this one piece, which I thought might be kind of cool. Okay, everything's stuck here. I don't know why. Maybe it's just designed like that. Don't know, but all these little individuals then coming down, like you could glue a string of that across, which would be pretty, but maybe we will dissect it and use the pieces and parts. Oh no, what, did I just do that, or is that already like that? I think that was already like that because it feels hard. Yeah, that happened on another day, and it wasn't today. Okay, that just didn't happen, did it? No, my brown is open, not the black. No, couldn't have been me. I know that was near a black thingy. But that does look kind of cool. Maybe I'll use some of these because they sort of go with the browny blackedness of that. Yes, I don't understand why these are... Okay, I think it was just stuck together with paint or whatever that is. Whatever it was, who knows? That was a thing that happened on a previous day. Let me get these out here. They might be fun to play with. So sometimes your little accidents turn into good things in the crafter world, because then you, like, I wouldn't have thought to dip these in black paint, but Apparently the universe had a different idea that day for me, and into the black paint it went. So there you go. That's how fast that can happen. You're innocently crafting along, minding your own business, thinking, oh, everything's going to go so smoothly. I just have that feeling. But you always have to make room for Murphy. That's right. Murphy will come along. And my apologies to anybody with the last name Murphy, but you know the old thing about things are going to get muddled up. Plan on it, you know. So yeah, let's just embrace it and see what we can make from it. So there we go. Because yeah, I'm not the world's neatest crafter, but I really enjoy the process, and I think maybe a lot of you guys do too. And maybe things aren't perfect, but it's okay. They don't have to be perfect. Why are they stuck together? They don't think they should be stuck together. Free yourself. Okay, we'll cut you guys off. We'll get a whole pile of these. We'll make some fun stuff. That sounds like fun. So, yeah, this is relax and unwind time. Sunny is here. Yes, he's over right beside me in his little Betty Bye, getting very, very excited about his pup date. As we all know, his little pup date. Okay, so there we have a cute little... Oh, I need to do a little bit more decorating on here. I think I need to do something in... Yeah, we're going to put some lining on this. Yeah. Should we go all the way across? Sure, why not? There. Just go slow. Doesn't have to be a perfect straight line, but if you want a perfect straight line, you can use a ruler. But I like the hand-drawn look. And, oh, maybe I'll get the... Just sharpened not that long ago. The Aquarellable Stabilo pencil in number 8046, which is black. And you just come out, it looks like a regular pencil when you draw it on. But then you grab a Q-tip, or you can use your finger too. I don't know. I think, well, we'll try the Q-tip. Keep your fingers cleaner a little bit longer, not much. My fingers are already dirty. Okay, and then you just do this, and it makes it blossom and bloom, which is kind of cool to get that. I think we could actually do that all the way around. I think that would look good. That would look even better than my line. Let's try that. Let's go along the edge, and we'll emphasize it. So, and if you don't have one of these, you could use a black magic marker as an option. Like a thicker one might be better. I was using a pretty skinny one. I call them magic markers. That's what we used to call them back in Canada, but I guess they call them pens here, artist pens or something like that. I don't know when a marker suddenly became an artist pen, but I guess, you know, the world is a-changing. Okay, we do see some edging here of some sort. Okay. No humming. Okay. Let's try that. Where's my little Q-tip of happiness here? All right. There. I don't know. I just think that's the cutest thing ever. And right, we're going to use something like this. And you can just put one hanging down. Could be a little, that would be cute, just one hanging down. And oh, maybe a button. Let's get a button. Okay. I know I said we were only going to use a few things, but you know how it goes. We start pulling stuff out. That's what we do here. We're crafters, so no complaining. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a blob of glue to stick that here. And I think the whole thing is, remember, you don't have to rush. You can craft slowly, and it's okay. Sometimes we get into this factory zone, and you don't want to lose the joy. You want to keep having fun. So to put a little black button. These cute little black buttons. Oh, there are some buttons in the kits coming out soon too, so that's kind of cute. Yeah, I could put a bigger black button, or this little metal one. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Let's go with that. Looks like a jeans button or something from days gone by. So yeah, I like to collect buttons, and I had, let's say, the word plethora is an understatement. So, and I have some really cool buttons too. So the buttons that are in the kits that are going to come out soon are a mixture of, there's some cool buttons in there. Like I put them all into one big drawer and they're all mixed up. So you're going to find some vintage buttons, some military buttons, some glass Victorian buttons, bone buttons mixed in with regular buttons. And you can see like the decades go by with like the mod buttons and the 50s buttons and stuff like that. So yeah, and I didn't cherry pick, like I said. I just took and poured into a little sack. So that is included in there. So you can have some button fun too. Oh, you might want maybe more buttons. Okay, well I got these other buttons. We could just put more on. Why not? We're here and I've got glue oozing out the top of my glue thing. So why not? Okay, because I gotta put the glue here. Easier, but I like to glue all over my fingers or else I don't feel like I've gotten my amount of fun I was trying to have. So there we go. There, now we are all buttoned up and ready to go. Let me back up a little bit. You are cute as a button. No pun intended. So far we have these two little lovelies. Okay, and I could put another piece of ephemera in there. Okay, so let's get another book page. We're just going to keep making these things until we're done. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Okay, so maybe now this time, maybe we're going to make a little bookmark. Yeah, let's make a little bookmark. Okay, maybe I need some inner paper, something a little stiffer. What's this? Some piece of whatnot off of something. And it could have been watercolor paper or anything. I don't know what. But let's first of all, we'll do a trifold. And that will give us some stickage. Yeah. Just put some. Yeah, okay. That's good. All right. Just as a base. Maybe you here. I was going to stick this in the center, but I think it's such a nice plain piece. I might keep it on the outside. As a writing area if the person wants to write. And yeah, I'm going to see a little bit of the text, which is kind of cool. And that would be very nice. Let's see, it's folded up about there. And then we'll just trim it off with the old-fashioned scissors. Well, these aren't that old-fashioned. They're easy action, spring action, Fiskar scissors, I guess. But yeah, that's just kind of plum cool. Okay, just a little bit of inking, not much. I don't want to keep it, I don't want to do this heavily inked, but I do want to give it a little bit of mystique. And I'm working in a lot of neutrals, and that means that these are going to be embellishments that can go into any journal, which makes it nice. And if you want to add a little splash or a color at the end when you're putting it in your journal, you can totally do that. Okay, yes, that looks very well. More glue stick. Yeah, so yeah, these glue sticks, they're handy in their own right. They're for nice light projects. And okay, trying for center. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad, Pam. Not bad in a day's work. Yeah. Okay, now what can I do to make the top and the bottom a little fancier? Well, I know I'm going to put a lanyard punch in it. Am I? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, but maybe I'm going to. It's like I have one pair of decorative scissors. No, I have like 40, but they're over there, and this is my favorite, so I like to use this one a lot. It's a decal edge, like a torn edge look. I just think it's kind of pretty. Maybe I should give it like a little hat. I'm in the like little hat tag look mode tonight, apparently. Apparently that's what I'm in. Shorten you up a bit, and then ink you up a little bit. I'm going to ink you around the edges here. This is definitely a different kind of sponge. I can feel the difference because this one is not as absorbative, and the other one was super absorbative. So yeah, it can make a difference on how much ink the sponge will hold and for how long. And don't forget the little trick. If you think you're out of ink and you don't know what to do and this is empty, and spritz your dauber, because it will. Here, I'll just show you. All right. Okay. No, watch, it won't work. Oh yeah, see? Yeah, you get payoff. Payload is much greater when your dauber is wet. There's a lot of residual ink in here. So, and maybe I'll just darken that because it just looks like it wants to be darkened. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't do this side enough. Got more on this side. And then you can do whatever you want with this side. I mean, just leave it as is. You could add multiple colors. You could come along with some rubber stamps on top. But I think that's what I will do. I've got this pretty little, I think this is a very good stamp. Who makes this stamp? Nobody. It was just dropped on the planet from some unknown place. But it looks like I've used this stamp before and I've always been happy with it. Let's see if she, that was a big buildup I gave it. You better perform. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see? Good stampage. And you'll find that it's worth it going through your stamps and just like free yourself of those stamps that don't work that well because they're not fun. I mean, maybe there's a way to get them to work. Do you guys have any tips to get your stamps to work if they don't work that well? I tried sanding one once. I thought I unleashed the dragons from the depths of beyond when I did that. No, you're going to take all the fine edging off, and maybe they were right, but I don't even remember what stamps they were, but they're gone now. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, that's cute. This is a very basic, nice little simple bookmark, which you will now become a bookmark. It's a name tagged lanyard punch. You can do a circle punch or you can put a eyelet. You know how I love to use eyelets. I had a fight with the eyelet making equipment the other day. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is pretty. You know, it's always something about a little gold bling that makes it all pretty pants. Since we're coming into the holidays, we'll go a little blingy pretty pants. I'm pretty, you know, from September on, I'm not afraid to bling with the best of them. I'll bling it right on up. Like I'll go right overboard. Yeah, I'll pull out the glitter. Don't get me started. Yeah, no glitter today though. No, don't want to make a mess. Okay, and if you find these kind of come undone on you, they want to let go a little bit, just pop a little bit of glue in there and that'll take care of that whole little issue. Did I glue? Yeah, well, it'd be nice. You have to have an open glue thing. I really do miss the smaller nozzle of the other one, but it just, after a while, it and I parted ways, and now when I try and go back to use it, it doesn't like me. It's like, I know you've gone in other directions, and the heck with you. There. We'll just, that might be a little bit mighty long. It doesn't, okay, all right, come here. Or maybe I could tie like something cute on the end of it. How about this little bobbly boo thing that's sitting here? Oh, that's a really small hole. And there's some kind of trick to getting small things through a tiny bead hole, but it's not possible. I cannot think of what it might be. But okay, here's an option, and I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it because it's only paper, right? So who cares? Let's try just gluing them on. I just got this cute little idea of all right, let's get this glue. It's going to be glue everywhere when I do this because it's the way I roll. And I'm going to try putting like maybe 3 or 4 buttons on this dangly. Glued on. That's right. That's total cheaterville here. No sewing going on. No nothing. No, this is just gluing buttons on. Okay. All right. Okay, try that. And that one, I can't even see where the glue is. Let's just see if this works. It should work. In my mind, it works. It looks beautiful in my mind. Let me tell you. Stunning. Oh, how about this one? This one. I can't even see where the glue is. Can you? Let's just hope we're on the right spot. We'll find out if we're not. Okay, let's get it. Oh, there's some glue. Okay, there. Maybe a yellow one. I think there's 4 on here. Oh, they're up a little higher. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's kind of cute. And yes, I have glued it to my table. But I wanted to grab first. Let's put a little bit here. See, that's really cute. That cuted right up, didn't it? With minimal effort. Yeah. All right. 1. Oop, yeah, I'm stuck to it. 2, put 3 on this one. No, don't fold over on me. 3. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Pick up these. Pick them up, Pam. Okay. And we're down. Are we? We don't know. Are you in the glue? I can't tell. Are you in the... No. What's going on? I know I put glue there. Have you dried before my eyes? Okay, that's a lot of glue now. I'm going to have to clean the desk. Okay, there's one glue. All right, move to a dark one. Oh, is it on the other side? Because it flipped on me. That's what happened. Oh. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, you stay there. Now you're glued to the table. You can't turn over. I'm going to glue the button. Yeah, I'm going to. You are not going to thwart my fun. No. Nope. This is how we get around that. Okay, it's not ideal, but it'll work in a pinch. Okay. One. Oh, so much glue on my desk. And I think I'll be able to get it off. I can roll it off. I can probably acetone it off. Or I can scrape it off with one of those little scrapers, which works in a pinch. Oh, this is a cute little button. I wonder if these buttons could tell stories. Where they've been, what clothing items they've been. Were they worn very much, or were they just, you know, oogled at and then discarded? Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Should I put a button there? Would that be over buttoning? I could do it. Let's do it. All right, let me go a little closer. Right there. There. Yeah, I'm going to use what I brought over. I'm not going to go back and get other buttons. This is a pretty button. It's like a shell button or something. Yeah, that's pretty. No, I think it's too much. I think it's actually good without it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, let's pick this up. You all stay attached. I don't want you to glue together either. You stay apart. That came out really cute. Let's hope it stays. We'll find out. Okay, lay that over here. I think I need my baby wipe. Here you are. And if your baby wipe dries up a little bit, that's never going to take the glue off, but we can roll it off. Sometimes if it hasn't dried yet, you get in there with the fingernail and the baby wipe. Oh yeah, it's coming off. It's coming off. And the glue stick is just dissolving. Oh, remember these? I totally forgot about those. Yeah, that happens. You know, when you're crafting, you just sort of go off on a tangent and play with book pages and see what you're going to make that night. Okay. Let's now grab another book page, back up a bit so you can see what on earth is going on here at the Paper Outpost, and go back with that original idea of gluing stuff to this. I like that idea of trying to use up these scraps. And if they don't come out perfect, it's okay. So let's say you don't want to painstakingly glue or ink around every corner of these. So maybe you're just going to ink right over them. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Are you? I don't know. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see where it goes. Maybe I'll use different color inks too. I tend to use the browns and the blacks a lot. Some blues, some greens, and some pinks. Then I sometimes get a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange. I'm feeling wild and dangerous. And sometimes purple will come in there too. All right. So I'm going to leave the background white. Yeah. Okay. Yeah? I don't, I'm trying to talk to myself. Okay. What's the easiest way to do this? Let's see. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let's try that. It's definitely going to get some. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. Try that. So you can either get yourself completely inky or you can use some tools. Sometimes I like to see what the old fingers come up with. Yeah, that's good. Now, this is absorbing lots of pigment. Yep, oh yeah, that's good. Here we go, here's a little bit more. There we go. Just got a bunch of these. Why not, right? Okay. You're asking, well, what's that supposed to be? I don't know. I have no idea at this point. I'm just playing with the paper and just sort of letting the paper direct me with what it wants to become. I feel like there's going to be some collaging. There might be some designing. There might be layering. There might be, I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Okay. Well, we got some good color. What's they call that? Like payload or payoff or something. Okay. Oh, is it cold or warm where you are? I've got some friends in Australia. How y'all doing down there? Everybody okay? Sweet Pea, are you there? Yeah, I got some nice folks from down in Australia. So, oh, maybe this one kind of looks like a, whoop, not anymore. I was going to say it looked like a Christmas tree, but I can rebuild it. I can, oh, I know what I'm going to do now. The idea just came to me. You know what these are? Okay, just random ideas from the fruit farm here. So it could be an absolute nothing. Like you could just throw these on here and glue them in place and call it a day, and that would be really cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But you could also, these could be like trees in like a wintry forest kind of scene. You know what I mean? Like you could do something like that. Make it like a fall style evergreens. You know, okay, they're brown, so they're not doing well. Apparently not evergreen in my world here, but that is an option you could do. They could be, I don't know, shark's teeth, dragon teeth, but I think I'm seeing a flower. Yep, I'm seeing a flower. And I think these are going to be the petals. And I'm just going to go for basic flower, nothing fancy. This is just brown fall flower kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go off. It's okay if they fall off a little bit. It's all right. You can tuck them in the center too, because we're going to put something in the center to have the central blob. You know, the central flower blob. It almost looks like a poinsettia. Yes, I do say so myself. It's very poinsettia. So something like that. Now I'll have to recreate that, sort of like a star or an starfish or anemone or something weird like that. But let's just put all those over there. Close that. And let's get our glue stick. Yeah, we'll use this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we're just going to put this down in any generalized direction. Hand hammer. Okay. Well, if this isn't, you know, random crafting on the fly, I don't know what is. Okay, put that down. But you can pretty much turn any little piece of paper into something cute or cool or that kind of thing. And I think the more far away it is from the fancy stuff, the better, because it makes your imagination work a little bit harder, and I think that's good. And sometimes you need the easy, you know what I mean? I get that. Yeah. Sometimes we just want to go in there, cut up a bunch of DigiKits, and be done. You know, and it's easy and it's beautiful and it's pretty and da-da-da-da. But sometimes you just want to get in there and get your fingers all gluey and messy and inky and you know, hoping to gosh it comes out in the shower. And if it doesn't, it's okay. You can wipe it off on the bed sheets. There you go. That's what we do, because we're crafters. I haven't went up tall here yet. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Got some shorter ones. Most important thing is to get the ends. All right, there. And again, remember, we're going to put some central thing in there, and it'll all be dandy. Oh, okay. Okay. There, everybody's on the page. It's good. And let me see. Putting my cap on, just doing that. So good. Now looking for a central piece. Are you? I don't really like. No, I need something like maybe this one. I love that button. Isn't that pretty? Okay, but I know it needs. You know what it needs? It needs some. Oh, we have this stuff. Yeah, we could put this on here too. I didn't even think about that. We could amplify this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, before we put you down, maybe we'll do like a radiating amplification. That's what this is called. Yes. It's very complex, but we're just going to glue these puppies down. Pretty much that's it in a nutshell. Okay, put that there. I had more, right? I have a bunch of these. Yeah. Okay, there. Oh, that's pretty. I was going to go get cheesecloth, but I think this looks... I have it here. I might as well use it, right? Yeah. Okay. And this little baby boo one. Yeah, okay. Like that. Okay, that's a general idea with the button. Okay, let's take that all over there. And then we're going to start this process. Okay, it's the best way to do this. You know, I think it's going to be the glue stick. This is a strong glue stick. I think it's going to be easiest to work with. Let's see. Use the thumb technique. You could also use Fabrifix, but I think I'm just going to do this. Nope, maybe I'm going to get the Fabrifix. I don't feel like it's going to. Okay, it did stick. It's going to stick, but I'm going to try the Fabrifix. If you haven't seen that, this is what the bottle looks like. It's by Beacon, and it's just my favorite glue. Really, no more reason than that. Okay. Okay, so we'll leave a little central area here. Okay, try that. Should probably put the glue right on this thing, but I'm gonna try this first. See how this goes. There, that's not bad. Yeah, there we go. All right, grab another piece. Look at the big piece you got. There we go. Better, better. All right, now this time I'll try putting the glue on you. Try all these different techniques so you can see them on. You can decide which one you like the best. The glue on it will only put the glue where you put it, which is kind of handy, but it's just a little trickier to maneuver. So if you're not really dexterous, it's okay to put the glue down and then glue the thing to the paper. But if you've got good dexterity, it is actually advantageous to glue the thingy. And I'm somewhere in the middle, so you'll see me flip-flop. Yeah. Now I'm going to impress you with my gluing of the thingy skills. Yeah, here we go. Very gluey. Gluey glue. There we go. There we go. Yep. Almost done. Coming around the mountain. Okay, maybe this time I'm going to go here. It's just faster and easier to apply the glue, although it comes out a little thick and you kind of have to hope you got the right length, and you might have and you might not, and there might be some glue over showing, but it's all okay at the end of the day. It's a good thing. Yeah. Okay. And not everything has to be a Rembrandt, but it's okay if it is. Yeah. And you could turn just something like this. This could end up being the cover of a journal. You know, it could be a main focal point if you like what you end up with at the end. And so never snub your nose at a book page, because it can become quite intriguing given enough love and tender care. Maybe one more up here. Yeah, there we go. This is a longer one, so I'm not afraid to spread the glue on this baby. There we go. And if it's not quite long enough, you can just smoosh it up. Let's go back and give it go a little farther. There we go. Hope it all stays down. Okay, so let me grab, do I need one more? Maybe you do. Right there. Yep, I know you can see the spot. Yep, that little vacant starfish leg needs some bling. You right here. You don't have to do every one. I had them all there, and they were, I don't know, they just found a home all of a sudden. It's funny how that happens when you're crafting. You just find homes for little bits and bobs. Oh, here's a cool piece. I wish I would have used that one. Maybe do two up there. Don't go overboard, Pam. Okay, I'll back away slowly. Let me find a cute button. Hold on. I'm over here in my button drawer. Oh, there's a nice big button. That would be cool. How about that one? How about this one? Maybe that one. All right, let's see what I got. I just got some big white ones. So a random smattering of big white ones. Okay. We do the big and bold. That does look kind of cool. And this button looks like it melted or something. Like it's an odd shape. That does look kind of cute though. I like that. The classic shell button. I think that's that mother of pearl stuff. That could go there. That would look really pretty. You want to go closer so you can actually see what we're doing here. And then there's this. That goes pretty with the book page. And then there's the whiter one of that. That looks actually very pretty. There's really no bad button, you know what I mean? It's hard to, but there's this like little wonky one. I think he's kind of cute. He's got like, I don't know, I'm into the pig thing lately, and he's got a pig nose. That's what I see. I see Petula Pig's pig nose. And let's just put it on there for the heck of it because it's just cutie cute. All right, there we go. There, put you down there. Then you live there forever. And yes, if you wanted to come along, you could do some more. I'm gonna get the, you know what I'm getting? My world famous Nouveau drops in copper penny. That's a good color to buy if you like copper. Do I need another arm here? No, I'm just gonna let it go. It's okay. It's short one arm. We got into a fight. All right. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. I guess I could have made it like a clock face. That would have been cute, but that didn't happen. No, 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 no. Be a lot of time on this clock if it did. Okay, put one there. Maybe I will make it into a clock face. I like that idea. I do have this black stuff, so let's see if I can do that. Hang on. I'm looking over here. Oh, there it is. I got the Nouveau drops in, I think it's ebony black. Is it? Ebony black. Yep, there you go. Okay, Nouveau crystal drops in ebony black. I'm going to try and draw clock hands. Let's see if this is working at all. Yep, okay. All right, what should we do? Maybe 9 o'clock? Yep. There we go. Maybe make this a little bolder. There. How about that? Starfish, flower, clock. Yep. You saw it here, folks. I will not move that because you know what will happen if I move that. Let me just put over here the other things. Oh, they did all stick. And they're not gluing together, so that does work. You can confirm. It wouldn't make it through like hurricane force winds or anything, but you know, we're talking paper play fun here. What else? We made something else. But then we had a done one. Now I have walked away, you know that, but I have not gone far, and I did not take it with me, and I didn't go anywhere. I don't know where it went. It's gone. Is that it? No. I don't know what to tell you. Those things happen in my life. Nope, it's absolutely gone. I do not know where it went, but it's all good. Oh, I didn't get some ink on that side very well. Get a little more ink on that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, you know, we made this one. We made that one. It's not under here, is it? No. Huh. Oh, I know. I found them. I put them right there, so I wouldn't muddle with them. Let me back you up a bit so you can actually see. So this was a starter one. So these fun little things. So if you enjoy just, you know, generalized paper crafting and with no particular purpose other than just to maybe mass make a few fun things for up and coming journals, maybe these are some fun and easy ideas that you can start with. So let me see if I can find Mr. Oh, what have you got? Sonny is snuggled into his bed with a piece of junk mail. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know. It's pup date time. It's pup date time. Let's see what's going on in the world of, hello everybody, it's Sunshine, and apparently it's pup date time. I was plucked from my netherworld over there and tossed on stage, and here I am. I am the Junior Cub Pup reporter reporting to you from the Paper Outpost. We have happenings, we have things going on, all of which are really not that exciting, but in my world, they're amazing because, you know, sometimes things happen and they need reporting on. So did you prepare anything? Oh, I don't really want to talk about it. Mama was having such a nice little nap over there. But I can tell you that, okay. Yeah, so back to the pup date at hand. All right, so... Oh, there's been a lot going on. Who are we kidding here? Mom pulled all the stuff out of that cubby thing over there, and she put it in the kitchen, and in the dining room, and in the living room, and it was everywhere. Yeah. And then she went through it all and organized it and cut some stuff and put some stuff over there, and she got all this energy, and she was just so excited to clean it all out, and it's all clean now, and she's slowly refilling it with stuff from the kitchen and the dining room and the living room, because those rooms are pretty much uninhabitable. That is the word that Sunshine learned this day yesterday. It was, our home is uninhabitable because everything is everywhere and not in the craft room, and we've only scratched the surface of the things that need to be cleaned in the craft room. But we want you to know we did make major progress, and Mom promises she'll put up some pictures on the community tab so you can see them. And she was going to record it, but it would take her 100 hours instead of 50 hours. So we're getting the picture version. Oh, I can barely stay awake. I need to go back to my bed, Mom, or else I'm just going to have a nice little napski right here and drift off into Never Neverland. That's right. I'm gone. I'm gone. Well, I'll take it from here then. You just have a nice little snooze. Okay, so if you don't know, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. You get a free digital image, a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker explaining what a junk journal is and how to use it, and a page list of ideas on how to break a blank page. All the freebies are at the bottom of every newsletter. My videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcast, new audio material, comes out Tuesdays, and you can watch video podcasts any day of the week on Spotify. And also have an Etsy shop if you're interested in journals and bundles and kits and fundles. Right now, as of the recording of this video, I have a journal and decorated box kit for sale in my Etsy shop if you're looking for something unique for a present for somebody. And also, I will be having another kit coming up soon. So I'm just amassing that and packaging that now. So look for those coming up soon. They'll go in my Etsy shop. I'm planning on making 20 again. And but it's going to be different, mostly different items from before. So trying to make it a little bit unique, and also let go of some of my pretties, which is hard to do, but I'm putting the good stuff in there for you. And this one is like way over 100 pieces. I lost count already. So it's fully loaded, and it's got some really cool things in it. I can tell you that there's a page from a very old book. The book is from 1798. It is not a Bible. It was written by a surgeon on wound care, and it's all in, I believe it's German, but it's beautiful Gothic text, and it is literally from 1798, which is amazing. And then the front page of the book has the date, and also the book was published, but then also the date when it was at this particular library from very early 1900s. And so that's just kind of a cool thing. But yeah, so there's that. And then, oh, don't forget, we've got the big sale going on, 50% off DigiKits, which are the computer files, the downloadable computer files that you can buy in my Etsy shop. And there's over 300 DigiKits to pick from now, and I'm always adding 5 more a month just to give you some variety and fun things to play with. Oh, you know what is in the kit that's coming up? There's a DigiKit that will never be available in my shop. It's only in the kit, and it's beautiful design. It's a butterfly design, and I'm gonna have to take some pictures of that so you can see it. But yeah, so maybe I'll do some type of video so you can get an idea of what's in the kit too. I'll do my best. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. And also, I have an Amazon shop and a merchandise shop. You can find me on all the different social media links. And also, remember, most of all, that fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. Even if you're just starting with the book page, you can have a lot of fun. All right, take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye for now, everybody. See you soon. Bye.